about the Spurs and the East, it was far and away the best record against the conference, Steve, for a team in the West.
Yeah, the second best record was Memphis with 22 wins. So kind of scary to think that they rested their big stars a few times against teams in the East, and they were still able to put up that kind of a record. You gotta love the finger roll up and over the defense.
Here's Miami now. Here's Chalmers. Makes it off the glass.
Coach Popovich was fine last season for sitting out his top players in a nationally televised matchup against the Heat. I certainly understand the league's posture there, and it was a lot said about it. Yet, for a veteran team like the Spurs with championship aspirations, I understand resting key players during the course of the regular season.
Heard the whistle and still kept his focus, able to knock that down.
And that is not easy, Steve. I mean, to take the bump, to maintain control of your body, and put it in the hole, tremendous play.
And back to that fine for Popovich, $250,000. Steve, that'll leave a dent.
Yeah, no doubt. But, you know, Popovich enjoys tweaking the league at times. This was clearly an effort to do that. But, look, I think it's good for him to actually kind of let the league know every once in a while that if you're going to give us that kind of schedule with my older team, I'm going to sit them down once in a while. Well, Kevin, probably his greatest value lies in his tremendous three-point shooting. He's out on the perimeter. It gives them the ability to really stretch the defense out.
And, you know, this is the other thing about it. He's very sophisticated as a one-on-one defender. No matter who he's matched up with, he consistently takes away their number one strength.
And the first one drops.
Only 3 teams in the entire Eastern Conference had a better than 500 record against the West, and no surprise the Heat were one of those 3, and they were dominant against Western Conference opponents all year long.
And he makes both free throws. Mark, adding on to what you were saying about the Heat versus the West, they ended up 25-5, which is incredible, Steve, given how many tough teams that are in the Western Conference.
That's amazing, Kevin. They had a better record against the West than they did against the East in terms of their winning percentage. So I think that speaks to just how motivated Miami was when they went out on the road to the West in particular to really show everybody how good they were.
And Mario Chalmers gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. And that'll be San Antonio as it goes out of bounds. Spurs retain possession. Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Kevin, thank you. I caught up with Eric Spoelstra. I asked him about how his team was going to handle the veterans of the Spurs, and he said there really isn't a whole lot that Duncan and them haven't seen, so you can't surprise them one way or another. Really, it comes down to us being as careful with the ball as they are and being efficient in our possessions. Sounds simple enough, gentlemen.
Thanks, Doris. Here's Chalmers after the made shot from Brandon, and the shot is good. Chalmers has got 7 points. And so it's San Antonio with it. Got a piece of it. Nasm against Parker. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for the Heat.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard. Playing airtight defense and coming up with the steal.
And the other thing they're doing is forcing a lot of turnovers, and that's helping them to get easy points at the other end. You know what I love about Tim Duncan is that early in his career, he was so dominant on the block at both ends of the floor. And as his career has gone on and he's taken on a little bit lesser role with the Spurs, it's never bothered him. He's just accepted whatever role Greg Popovich asked of him. And now he's still a very effective player, but the Spurs have become more of a perimeter-type team, and that's just fine with him.
That is good.
Man, a gaping hole in the defense that time, and he didn't waste any time getting through it.
The Heat leading by 3. Bosh drives in, and that one's good. Bosh has got his first 2 points.
He's such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Steve, you're talking about Tim Duncan accepting a changing role as time goes on. And, you know, what can be a challenge, you think, for a guy like that when he has to grow into different positions over the course of his career.
Well, for Tim Duncan, I don't think it was hard at all because it's all about winning for him. It's not about the numbers. As long as he contributes to winning, and that makes him happy. So he adjusted, but it wasn't a big deal for him.
And it's out of bounds to the Spurs as San Antonio retains possession. Boris Diaz checked in for splitting. Here's Parker. And Mario Chalmers gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
And that's 2 fouls for him very early in this ball game. He'll probably have to spend some time on the bench before halftime.
He dishes it to Green. Spurs working the ball around now. Duncan goes in. And it's Miami with the rebound. LeBron outside. Outside Bosh. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it.
Way too loose on that inbounds pass.
Matt Bonner, he's checked in for San Antonio. Ginobili comes in for Daniel Green. And the foul on Dwayne Wade. That's foul number 2 for him. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. It's stolen.
You got to be sure that you can get it there in time and crisply.
Finish off the break.
Boy, he is a strong finisher on the fast break.
Yeah, he sure is. He remains in total control, even at full speed. I love that about him. While not as dominant on defense as they were a year before, the Heat still were tough at that end of the court. The thing is, you could see them turn it on and turn it off when they needed to defensively, so they always managed to get the key stop when they needed. They are really doing a nice job establishing a presence inside early.
That's going to open things up for them on the perimeter going forward.
Bosh with the bucket. Spurs trail by 9. And when you're coming off a title like the Heat are, there is a natural tendency to cruise. But, Clark, you said this, and Steve, I'm sure you want to comment on it. They could tune it up in a .127 left in the first quarter of the game. And Parker, here we go. And he uses the glass on the layup.
I love when he takes the ball inside. That's when he seems to really get on a roll.
Miami leading by 9. Wade kicks to Bosh. Got that one up quick. Bosh has got 6.
One thing that Wade has improved upon over the last few years is his ability to make better decisions. He used to turn the ball over considerably. And, of course, playing with LeBron an awful lot has meant that he's cut down on his usage rate as well.
And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
What a start they've gotten off to. A big lead for them, and we're not even out of the first quarter yet.
And it's not just their hot offense here. I mean, they're playing very strong defense too, guys.
And for Wade, of course, not turning it over as much of late. He also was not asked to create his offense as he was before. LeBron joined the Heat, but in doing so, he became a much more efficient player.
Well, I tell you what, I think it's really undervalued how much Dwayne Wade has sacrificed and adapted his game to welcome LeBron. I mean, he's become one of the best in the league at moving without the ball, making timely, sharp, hard cuts to the rim. He's got a great understanding and intelligence of how he plays the game, and as he showed us, he can still go get it when he needs to. Well, I think this is one of the more amazing stats in sports when you think about it. No matter the season or the roster, the Spurs just seem to find ways to win 50 games. They've done it 14 straight seasons now, which is off the charts.
Free throw good by Parker. And Clark, as you said, the Spurs last season hitting 50 wins for the 14th consecutive season. By the way, that's an NBA record. Second closest were the Lakers with 12 straight, Steve, from 79 to 91.
Yeah, 58 wins last season for San Antonio. Greg Popovich calls it corporate knowledge, just the consistency that comes with the experience of the group. And they've been together so long, particularly that core, that I think it allows the Spurs to really kind of cruise at times during the regular season.
Well, I tell you what, I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders. They're not getting the job done.
Yeah, that's 10 of the last 12 points they've allowed on good looks right at the rim.
And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here. Here is Parker. 6 points for him. A stupendous finish in traffic. Parker's got 8.
How about that, going up strong? I mean, he doesn't care how much height he's giving up. It's attitude with him.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time. Seconds left in the first quarter. Diaw dishes to Parker. Battier with the steal. The first quarter concludes in a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. Heat lead by 13. Back after this from the American Airlines Arena.